sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Leah, are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
What's up, YouTube? Commander Smush here with a little Diablo 3. Wow. We had a lot of server issues last night. I mean, I was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning. Game got released servers went up at 3 a.m. US time, Eastern Standard. Everything, there's problems. So, I went to bed. It's about 8:30, so let's see if the servers are back up. Oh wow, alright, we're getting some progress here. Type in that number. I don't really care if you guys see it. It really means nothing for you guys. It changes every once in a while. Oh, and here we are. Alright. I guess we'll create a new character, and that's odd. I created one last night, but it wasn't working too well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with, we'll go monk for this. Do commander, log that in. I don't know what the fuck. All right. Unknown hero. What the unknown? What is this shit? Whatever. Alright, cool. Let's see here. Let's create a quick little banner. What do we want? Torn up flag. We'll just go with that. It looks pretty cool. Stick with the color scheme. Okay, so now he pops up. Ugh, whatever. And we'll get into it.
The gods are in all things, and everywhere I see signs of change. The wind bears an unnatural chill, and my people grow uneasy. scorches the vault of the heavens. I must carry out the will of the patriarchs. When they need to see, I am their eyes. Where they wish to strike, I am their fist. When they would ignite the light of truth, I am their torch. They have sent me to where the heavenly fire has fallen. My mind is clear. I will rid Tristram of the shambling corpses that have risen in the fire's wake.
Okay, sorry I didn't talk right away. I was actually like sneezing off mic. Look at wow. This was isn't this here we go. I do just want to point out right now that if you see me kind of speed rushing through this, it's because I was actually part of the closed beta, so all this beginning stuff is not new in the slightest to me at all. So, I mean, I can basically know the whole beginning by heart, because I played the beta on all 5 of the characters at least twice or more.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this land. I see.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Until we drive them back.
So, basically all we're doing right now is we're just defending the gates. To defend the gate, they'll let us in. Unfortunately, I wish I could do this quicker. You get a nice little cool achievement if you beat it in like 20 seconds or less or something like that.
Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Huh. Interesting. But, yeah, hold on. This is ridiculous.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Alright, I don't know if I have a slight cold or what. I mean, I don't. My nose is all stuffy and shit right now, so. Okay.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The one that attacked me!
Alright, yeah. Oh my god, David.
The gods favor me.
This is killing business.
Alright, we got our first new skill, secondary. We'll use that on the right mouse button. So,
The dead will overwhelm us all.
That's
unless
cool.
Something is done.
I will send them back to their graves. I will save your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford.
You're welcome.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
I guess if help doesn't arrive soon, we won't know what will happen. But that's why we're here. So, alright, I don't know if you guys have played Diablo 2, but...
I will help you fight the risen dead.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
That will not be my fate.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors. They're attacking the barricades!
But yeah, so going back to what I was saying about Diablo 2 is, they've changed a lot up from between this and Diablo 2. I mean, as you can see, things are so much easier to click. Like, the monsters aren't so small and, like, JPEG looking.
One of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
And, one thing that is different is the skills. I mean, we don't have Not that I know of. I mean, in the beta, there was no skill trees. It's all just, 1 through 4 passive skills, and you have your primary and secondary. So there is no skill tree. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But from what I've played, I definitely like this a lot more than Diablo 2, but Diablo 2 was still pretty awesome. It definitely has set the benchmark for games like this.
I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
Oh my god, more lore. Shit.
I am Abdal Hazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them up with a shoe, but a less old man would have fared far worse.
The vermin.
Alright, well, I guess my guy was trying to talk, but we were listening to some lore. But yeah, so I'll be doing this, I'll be doing a few playthroughs, by myself, once, Reese wakes up. We actually, last night we were gonna play and do some recording together, but as I said, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. We're like, fuck this, we're gonna go to bed. We were so frustrated last night, and I don't know. I mean, we came to the conclusion that games at launch, just companies suck at handling launch. I mean, we've been, I don't know if you've all heard of a game called Guild Wars 2, but lately we've been playing that. They have, well, not like the full game, but their beta weekend stuff. They've had one beta weekend event already. It was good, quite laggy. So this yesterday, starting at like 2 o'clock our time, going till about like I don't know if it was like 8 or 9 our time. They were doing some huge stress test or whatever, and I mean, it was just terrible. It's just like, it doesn't seem to me that companies prepare for any sort of launch of any kind. They either never have enough servers up to a company for the huge load of people trying to log on at the same time. It's just like, I mean, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's just me, but I mean, I know if I was opening up a game for the first time, I know that I would open up more than enough servers, more than I really need, and then just close down what I don't need after I see how many people have logged on. I don't know, I guess it's just me. Gaming companies don't seem to think that way.
I returned to Honduras after 20 years. The burden of countless failures and tragedies heaped upon my shoulders. Am I being punished for helping that stranger hunt the Dark Wanderer? I always thought Deckard Cain half a madman. But perhaps he was right. Perhaps he can banish the shadow hanging over my life.
Wow. Alright then. Hold on, we do have a new skill to equip this one. This one strikes multiple enemies in a row with each attack. So now we gotta wait for that to go. Do we have enough? Let's smack her around a little bit. Oh, there we go. Woo. Cool. Got some cash money. Where's Kaylee? Alright, anyway. Just kidding. Okay. Got a boyfriend. Mike Nikes. There's Kaylee. Alright, so let's move on. Like I said, I'm gonna go through this first act. I don't know if it's the entire first act that they put in the beta But if it is the entire first act, the first act is really quick, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. Not really sure what's gonna go on, so I think I might have to relook at what I'm carrying because
The ruins of old
get off of me.
The shadow of Diablo still hangs over this place.
Okay, hold on. 3.2, 2.4. Oh, 3. Equipped. Oh, what I have equipped is better anyway. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not like he swings the swords or anything, but it helps. All the stats of the weapons that you're carrying help add more stats to this stuff over here. So, there's loot everywhere. Damn. Alright. I like loot. Loot is always very gratifying. I love it when shit like that. Just random stuff happening. Attack. Yeah, so what I was saying before is this Diablo 3, the way it looks and the way it feels, I think it feels a lot better than Diablo 2, just for the sheer fact of, like, I don't know, do all these things out of my way first. Just for the fact of, like, it's so much easier to click. I mean, hopefully eventually I'll do like a little bit of a comparison video. I have to go reinstall it just because last night I was trying to uninstall the Diablo 3 beta program.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Yeah, I was trying to uninstall the Diablo 3 beta, and Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, the beta, were sitting right either on top of each other, like, you know, in the uninstall programs list, and of course I was dumb enough to uninstall the Diablo 2 without paying attention, so we'll see how that goes. I'll do a comparison video.
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Alright, so now we're gonna go to Adria's hut, which is her madre.
Bring you these fine goods.
Oops, I just sold that without equipping it. That was retarded. Whatever.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother.
Alright, well, looks like I had a little difficulty with fraps, giving me some issues. I might look a little different from the previous video, just because as I was recording, some video got messed up, and when I went to go load it in Vegas, the video was black. I don't know, it's not when I went to render it, it was actually the file. I could open up the fraps file in DivX player or Windows Media Player, and it was a black screen, so we lost a little bit of footage, but we are back, and I will see you guys next episode as we continue our quest to go see her mother in the old ruins. So I hope to see you guys back. Thanks for watching.